year under your belt, what do you bring to the court this season? Not only physically, but also mentally, that can help the team out this year.
Yeah, I want to say my leadership definitely. I think we're a young team, so just bringing that is really important. Being able to bring my voice onto the court, having a year under my belt, I think it's really important to just be able to bring the freshmen along and use my voice and help them along the way. And also just my versatility, I think, has developed a lot. Coach Duffy playing under her has been awesome. We worked on the summer, just my post game and being able to handle the ball. So I think that has definitely changed since last year, and I'm really happy about it.
What's Coach Duffy like, personality-wise?
She's awesome. I mean, she's a really easygoing person, easy to talk to. I mean, like, the culture here, it's awesome. She's gonna, we're gonna work, we're gonna have hard practices, but they're gonna be good practices. I mean, our effort is always gonna be up there, but off the court, she's just a really easy person to talk to. If I ever am having a hard day, having a good day even, I can always go up to the office, talk to her. She's gonna talk me through it. And then she's just really high energy person. I think off the court, she just wants to see us succeed, but then also on the court, like, you'll see her on the sidelines, like, cheering along, playing defense with us. Like, that's just how she is as a person.
Now, obviously, as a freshman last year, you were kind of a role player. Do you feel ready to kind of maybe step up and be more of a contributor this year? They seem like they're going to need more from you this year.
Yeah, I mean, I'm ready. I'm willing to do anything the team needs me to do. I'm willing to do it. If that means scoring more, defending, their best player, defending a good player, I'm willing to do it. I'm ready to do it. If that means scoring, anything that means, I'm willing to do it and ready to do it for this team this year.
So it's kind of about that next man up mentality for you to be able just to kind of add your own personal touch to whatever you need to get done. Is that kind of how you're looking to kind of take your game to the next level?
Yeah, honestly, I just think, like I said, I'm just willing to do whatever for this team. I love this team, and I'm excited for this culture to grow. And obviously, this is Coach Duffy's first year, so I'm ready to help her with whatever that means. So yeah, I'm just willing to do it.
We heard about the fact that it seems sacrifice is the name of the game for you guys.
Yeah.
How is that kind of played on? Played on and off the court?
Yeah, so obviously being a student athlete, sacrifice is big for honestly anyone who is on this campus and plays a sport. You have to sacrifice your time, sacrifice, your academics, and it's hard to find a schedule, find organization between being an athlete and being a student. So I think sacrifice is honestly a big core value for anyone on this campus. But I think for us it's just major because we realize, like, hey, we're going to be the underdog, but we're willing to take it head on, and we're excited, and we know that it's going to be a big sacrifice this year, so we're really excited.
Looking back to the spring, what made you decide to stick around after the coaching change?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the coaching staff, they were awesome. They were just really all easygoing people. I was recruited by Coach Jen, Coach Icy at UNC and Wake Forest, so honestly, I just knew, when the coaching staff came in, when I heard who we were getting as assistants, and then even talking to Coach Duffy as soon as she got on campus, she was like, I want to talk to the girls. And that just kind of was really helpful to know that having a coach that wanted to sit down with us, we talked for an hour and just talked about literally everything. And so it was just awesome, and they're just willing to work and see us succeed, so it's really awesome.
We saw you guys get out and transition a lot in that exhibition. How fun is that, and has there been an adjustment at all just to learning how to play faster a little bit?
Yeah, it was honestly so fun. I loved playing like that. It brought me back to my AAU days. But I loved playing like that. It was really fun. We have really good defenders on this team. Samaya Suffren, you're going to see her a lot this year, just guarding full court. Mackie Nelson, you talked to her before. She's an awesome defender. I've played with her since high school, so I knew how good of a defender she was going to be in college. And then we have a lot of small guards that are just willing to work, and then even our post players are just willing to defend the post. And so, yeah, I think the transition game, it was an adjustment, but it was a good adjustment. I think we were excited for it.
In your mind, what makes a team good on the fast break?
I think what makes a team good on the fast break is just everyone willing to push. I think it's just more knowing your personnel, I think, is most important too. Knowing Matilda X, she's going to shoot the three. We know she's a really good shooter. And then just knowing Samaya Suffren, she can get downhill. Like I said, Mackie Nelson, Carly Wenzel, Lonnie White, they can all get downhill. So just having that versatility on the floor and keeping it balanced on both sides of the floor is honestly what makes a good team good in transition.
I know you became a fan favorite last year because of the passion you brought to the court. Whenever you check in, you were kind of like the Energizer Bunny. Lonnie says she's kind of the same mold. I mean, how's this going to work out now? Is there room for both now in terms of that passionate, Energizer Bunny on the team?
There's always room for multiple. I think we have multiple Energizer buddies. In the beginning, we were just so hyped to be with each other. I think, honestly, if you guys came to our practices in the beginning, it was just like Energizer Bunnies everywhere on the court. So I'm just really excited to have teammates that are going to hype me up when I need it, and having that, like, even the freshmen, like, you would think that they're quiet, but they're not. So I just think having a bunch of bunnies that want to run around the court and scream for an and one and dive on the floor for a ball, that's kind of what our personality is, honestly, and I think it's super exciting.
Now, last year we knew that who the top 2 scorers for Tech in every game were going to be. Who's the potential double-figure scorers on this year's team?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to say who's going to be like the top scorer. I think we have a really balanced team this year, so we're really excited to see. I think, honestly, we talked about it. Anyone could go for their own, but I think it's just going to be more of a balance this year. So we're really excited. I mean, obviously, Matilda Eck, like I said, she can shoot the ball incredibly well. But we also have a lot of other kids that have gone unnoticed. Last year, Mackie Nelson was a redshirt, so she wasn't able to play, and I think she's going to be one of those kids that is going to be, like I said, an energizer for us. And honestly, yeah, it's hard to say who's going to be a top scorer. I think everyone's going to be able to get their own when it comes.
Yeah, how about you?
Like I said before, I'm willing to do whatever it takes for this team to win. I just want to, if that means diving on the floor for a ball, it doesn't always have to be scoring to get a team to win. So
you talked about Mackie. She talked about learning from Georgia last year, redshirted obviously. Where have you kind of seen her grow from last year when she redshirted to now?
Yeah, Mac, oh my gosh, I could talk about her for days. She's such a learner. Like I said, I played AU with her, so I've known her for a little bit now. And she's just always been a worker. She's in the gym 24/7. Like, sometimes you have to tell her to just take a break. It's hard to do, but she's a worker. She's always going to work. And last year, I think it was hard for her because she's a kid that has always been on the floor. So through her high school years, through her AU years, she's always been a kid that has been on that floor. So to take a step back and have to learn from someone as good as Georgia, I think it was good for her because she learned a lot, and I think this year is going to be really good for her to take what she learned last year and actually apply it to the court. So
I'm just wondering, what are we going to see on post play? I mean, I know we have some people that have returned, like Rose, finally kind of being able to go out there and kind of bang away and play her game, and including yourself. What are we going to see this year?
Yeah, Rose is one of those girls who she's really strong. She's going to be a good post presence for us. I think we're going to have like a lot of high lows between me and Rose, but we also have a lot of kids, a lot of younger kids that are in the post play. And then obviously I'm kind of new to the post play too, being a 4 this year. But I think we have a lot of versatility in the post play as well. We have Rose who can bang in the paint, but we also have more finesse post players like me and Kale. So I think it's just going to be a good wide range of different varieties of post players. So
how will you be on the boards this year as a rebounding team?
Yeah, I mean, we work on it every day. Today was the major emphasis was rebounding. So I know we have the guys come every day, the practice players come every day, and we have to box them out. And it's hard because, they're taller than us, stronger than us sometimes. So we definitely have a huge emphasis on rebounding. And yeah, we're just going to keep working every day to make sure that's up to par.
Last one, David.
Yeah, you mentioned Kale. What have you seen from her coming on campus? Has she kind of fit in and kind of been what you expected?
Yeah, Kale's awesome. She's kind of like my mini-me, I would say, in a way. She just kind of follows she wants to be a sponge too. All the freshmen are like that. They just want to learn. They want to learn from everybody. But Kale's one of those kids that if I'm in the gym, she wants to be in the gym. She'll text me every day, hey, are you going to shoot? What are you doing today? Like, I want to do it with you. So yeah, she's just a learner, and she's going to be really good for us this year. So I'm really excited to see how she's going to grow from the beginning of the year to the end of the year.